Hello friends, this is Holmes, a first-time farmer over 50. Welcome to the homestead. So we are starting on the next section. This is section 3 of the Northeast Pasture. And we have a cold, blustery day here on Homestead Ridge. And I'm going to focus today on doing some weed whipping and using the loppers. You can see there's my flag. And then this is these are the two areas that I've already worked on. We're going to focus over here now. So there's a couple of trees right here by the road that need to come down. And then this cedar tree here. I don't like the looks of it. This one here I'm going to leave. I wish it was further away from the road, but it is what it is. And then here, this is where the autumn olives start. So 4 years ago, was it 4 years ago? 4 years ago now, gee. This area was so overrun by autumn olive that I had to fight my way through it. It was so thick. These autumn olive bushes were like 8 feet tall and just so thick. So I got in here with a chainsaw, cut them down, and then they have come back. I did do some weed whipping on them probably 2 years ago, but they keep coming back. So we're gonna work on them again, get them hacked down, try to beat them into submission. This area through here has a lot of little trees, probably from this big white oak right here. They all look pretty much the same. And I know this thing drops thousands of acorns, so I'll be taking those out as well. And then there's a paper bag. Not a paper bag, it's just a piece of packing. I don't know where that came from, but we'll get rid of that. All right, but anyway, let's see. So this area here starts the honeysuckle, because this whole area down through here was completely overgrown with honeysuckle, and I cleaned that out in the spring of 2022, so that's 4 years ago. And it keeps coming back, but it doesn't come back nearly as strong as the autumn olive does. So this will just take some weed whipping. If I have some time to do some digging, I will. But other than that, and then here at the base of this white oak tree, this is a big oak tree. It's got to be 3.5 feet in diameter, and you can see there's some barbed wire in it. So this land over here, this is the start of it. This is a little over 5 acres that Mom and Dad bought back in 1974. So it was part of the original 86 acres that my great-great-grandfather purchased. He left it to some of his kids, and some of them sold stuff off. And this was part of 41 acres. And Mom and Dad bought 5 of it, 5.5, something like that, back in 74. So, but the guy that owned it previously, apparently he had cows running in here, but none of my family remembers that. And my family moved out here in 1957. So, to the best of my knowledge, there have not been any cattle on this for at least, or pretty close to 70 years. But yeah, there's some barbed wire sticking out of the tree there. So I'm going to clean that up too. I was thinking about leaving it, but it's just a mess and just going to be a hazard at some point, so we'll get rid of that. And then we have this great big pile of limbs, and that was started here 4 years ago. I've just been adding to it since then. And got some logs over there from cedar trees, some more cedar over here, big pile of branches that's been around for probably 4 years or so. And then there's this cedar tree here that I cut down last week, but it was not part of the previous section. The reason I cut it down was because it was in the way of me cutting down more trees over there. So I took this one down just to give me more space. So this week I'll have to clean it up. And another pile here that we'll be adding to this week. We're almost to the bottom. Down here it's fairly clear. There's some honeysuckle, a couple of things of autumn olive, but it's not too bad. And we are at the bottom. And then looking back up from whence we came. So this is what I have to do here over the next week. And not as many trees to cut down, but definitely enough to keep me busy. So we appreciate you watching. Please hit like and subscribe and ring that bell. And we look forward to seeing you again in the future. But if not, we will see you in the pasture.